You turn the elongated minifigure a little bit so it doesn't have the glare. Perfect.
Is that better?
I don't know. Your head's in the way.
Jesus, where is it?
Hey guys, Kuro Blind Wave. I'm Eric. And we're back with The Flash after a 2-week hiatus. Last time on The Flash,
we had Groundhog Day, Flash
did.
Time version.
With Nora. Cisco also went on some speed dating. And that's pretty much it, right?
Is it speed dating when you're doing the same date over and over and over and over?
That's what it feels like. You ever been on a speed date?
No.
You? I don't know. I imagine it feels like that.
Yeah, but it's like a real quick 1 minute with different people,
change to try to make them feel better.
If anything, she was doing speed dating the same guy differently each time.
No,
like she dated the same girl 5 times in a row.
Hey. Okay. Last time on The Flash, yeah, that was that. What we have as a poll, Aaron?
Reverse Flash.
Was it?
What do you think Reverse Flash's goal is?
What's his goal?
Yeah, as I said.
What's his goal? His goal? I don't know what his goal is. It's to run fast.
His goals.
He's running fast backwards.
The options here, we had 7% say something else.
Something.
Good.
Else. Something else good. Yeah, I remember now. Okay. Sometimes, like, when we do our polls, we, like, just rattle off stuff, and I'm sitting there trying to make the poll, like, what the hell did I do? There's the options.
18% for save Barry.
Saving Barry, yes.
And 74% say something else bad.
Bad.
He's bad.
Yes.
Bad boy.
Don't say it like that.
What? Like what? Alright, let's see what some comments of it said and what they think is gonna happen.
What do they think?
Someone fucking said Bebo, which is terrible.
Bebo!
John McCoy says some bad ulterior motive under the guise of helping Barry as per usual. Well, that was very descriptive.
It was. He's right, probably. What'd you say? Nothing. That's right.
Joel said, how about that? 2 flash polls in the same week.
Damn it. No, the legends fix it. What are you talking about? Anachronism. I'm gonna go stop Joel.
Austin said, for me, when he said, and save your father, it sent off tons of alerts that he's up to his classic manipulation. Yeah. And I personally feel that at this point, Nora should begin to pick up on that, especially hearing the stories that Barry and the gang.
Nora pick up on subtleties? No. Ridiculous.
Erica says, I think saving Barry will serve him some kind of benefit.
Well, yeah, I believe so. I wouldn't. He's not gonna do it to
be good. He wants to be good. He wants to be a good.
The Reverse Flash.
He wants to be redeemed for his evils of his past.
Are we gonna call him the Reverse Flash? No, ridiculous. That's too many reverses.
Reflash.
No.
The Flasher. So you put the E, the R-E on the other side.
I like it.
On the other side. Kiki says, I think he wants to save Barry and it will benefit him somehow. Also, they need to fucking kill Cicada already.
Yeah, they do. It's become a thing at this point where it's like they turn around and oh shit, he's gone. What happened? I don't know. He ran away, flew away. He likes to fly.
The Irish electrician says he needs Denora to destroy the dagger because Team Stupid let Cicada get away again. Bebo, damn it!
Bebo, close up on Bebo.
Why does he look so fucking happy? I hate it.
Damn it, I need.
So what are you gonna do with him? I think ours
Oh, King Shark.
Or, yeah, King
Shark.
I was gonna say Killer Shark.
Not Killer Shark. I got King Shark. Grodd! Oh my gosh, Aaron. Mind to slap Akasan? Remember?
Is that what the thing was?
Yeah, I said that they would fight.
Maybe they're gonna have.
Damn these previouslys.
Maybe they're gonna have a new big monster. They're just reminding us of previous big monsters.
Like they get together like Voltron and they're.
No, like it's gonna be like.
Grodd.
Like what's going on?
Ah! Shut up. Look at that piece. Oh shit! Oh! I don't know who I want to win. Grodd.
Shark.
Grodd.
Shark.
Grodd.
David Hayter voiced Shark, right? Oh my gosh, look how big he is.
He's much bigger.
No,
oh my gosh.
Don't go back to
previously.
previously.
I am running to Japan to slap Akasan after this. He's a hole.
No, it's done. And thanks to Caitlin, we even have a way to deliver our silver bullet. So
what is it?
No buts.
Quit.
The metas that Cicada's targeting because he's not going to stop killing innocent.
They're going to inject King Shark and Grodd.
Maybe. Dangerous? Well, it's
Hold on, you don't have to call Harry.
But why not?
Because there's already a meta here from Earth 2.
King
Shark.
That won his powers.
Will it work?
Although it.
King Shark.
Argus.
You really think you can cure him? That's the idea.
Oh, Lila, this is
I'm From the future, I'm guessing. Weird, right? No weirder than waking up one day to find out that your son used to be your daughter.
Lila's had a tough week. Luckily, she's still in charge.
Yeah. Damn it! I don't want to see this. I want to go after the shark.
So
Baby.
Oh, Joe.
So beautiful.
Joe.
Peaceful.
Joe!
Oh yeah, he's back. So
I never
happy.
understood why Wally went there.
Yes.
He's still getting help from somebody.
The doctor.
I want more coffee. I'm gonna make some coffee. Yeah, I'll bring it out.
What?
What's she doing?
Come on, we got Joe in. Come on.
What's she doing? Why is she not talking to him?
You don't need a cup of
What's going
Joe.
on?
You got Joe right there.
Bring it outside.
So can we ask him?
He doesn't want to. Dude, so King Shark's the good guy?
No.
King Shark's the good guy.
It's huge, Joe.
Grodd's the bad guy. Does he jump up?
Shay. Okay.
Sounds about right.
He didn't jump up. He didn't jump up on the dock.
Isn't Grodd with Argus too? Legends dropped him off.
Thought he went to. Wasn't he on?
Oh my gosh. Grodd's attacking? No. Maybe. I don't know. Telepathic. It's a giant shark here. I think Grodd's attacking or something. It's telepathic thing.
What was all that feedback? I thought he was under control.
Just wondering if we need to rethink how we're gonna catch him.
Stop. That did not happen.
Yes, it did.
Wait, so is he going bad and they need Grodd to catch him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I need some tuna.
Then they swelled up.
He's there.
Dun 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 dun.
For you.
Dun 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 dun.
He jumps so high.
Whoa.
Okay.
Got it on?
Sensors synced. Shay?
Let's ask him.
Huh? No!
Shay, stop, please.
Do it! You have to do it!
Please. I don't know what's wrong with him.
You have to just do it.
Mary.
Yeah. Is it gonna work? No! Oh my gosh. Cisco's gonna be angry, isn't he? No, he shouldn't. No, I wanna see it! No, don't fall in the water! No! Big giant jeans, what will happen to them?
He comes out naked. Or the jeans shrink too. I mean, this is altering his jeans in general, right?
Where's Shay?
Oh, whoa,
shit.
look at that.
Look at those jeans, they shrunk.
Told you.
If you're asking, should I be held accountable for my actions? My answer is simple. Yes, I should.
He's working for Zoom. Patient, doctor.
Ooh, man, that's freaky.
Happened.
Call me as soon as the cure is ready to inject him a second time. We have to know if this works.
Oh my gosh, we're in a hallway, talk about consent.
Mary?
Yeah. Is that what you think a hero does? Forces other people to do what you want them to do?
He was gonna eat you, Cisco. What was I supposed to do?
We agreed that the cure would never be used as a weapon.
Tell me something. So what you're saying is the telepathic crown was working the whole time?
Yes, so that begs the question, what caused King Shark to go berserk?
Guys, hey, I just wanted to apologize. Definitely too harsh.
Grodd, control, maybe? Or consent? You making a point? What's happening? Oh fuck, Aaron. Oh fuck, Aaron. No way. You didn't ask him permission to do that?
Where'd Caitlin go? She just walked away. Oh, no.
Hello, Flash.
I'm so torqued right now. He turned her into Killer Frost. I'm so torqued, Aaron.
What does that mean?
You don't want to know.
DeVoe's dark matter wave took down all tech in the surrounding areas. Luckily, our generators kicked in.
But not for a second.
1 second. That's all Grodd needed to psychically implant instructions in a guard. Instructions to secretly shut down the power dampeners in his cell.
1
and find out
second.
any other information he needed to know.
Don't turn. Don't turn.
How do you turn right now?
I bet, baby girl. Mr. Katie ain't gonna break me. Ain't gonna break you either.
I love Joe.
I'm so glad he's back.
Me too.
So glad he's back.
He's going to use the crown.
Get inside everyone's head in the city.
Yes!
No. I hit him up here. What?
Oh, I'm so fucking torqued, Aaron.
What does that mean? Man, it looks good on him. I love
He
it.
looks so good. Just the 1,000-mile punch thing he does, the dynamic punch. Yep, big punch. Look at that trick, Aaron. Oh, no, my sweet baby boy.
Where they did Dark Knight.
I'm gonna get on his belly and watch him breathe like the Triceratops in Japan. Huh? No! Bitch slap, baby! Grodd's gonna win. It's gonna become the Grodd show.
I'm trying to hack into the crown, but Grodd won't let me.
He would not let you.
Not if you turn me back.
Oh, fuck.
I figured it's where it go.
If you agree to this, you'll never be human again.
Tanya, I can save Flash, the people of the city, you.
Oh, hero king.
I have to do this.
Like Theoden and Rohan. Oh my god.
Dude, look, he's like a Joker looking thing there. Look at
Expand your pants. Expand your pants. Oh, fuck. The pants have expanded. He's so torqued. Oh, fuck. They did it extra high so he gets a sweet landing. Oh, fuck. Oh, the cars. Like monster trucks.
Dude, he's so much bigger than
I
Grodd.
know.
Oh. Whoa, man. The red looks like eyes. You know what I mean? It's scary looking.
Oh my god, Team Flash, man. Visual effects knocking it out of the park.
Oh.
Look at this.
I love the flashy flash. Like a
Yeah,
it's like
you
a
see that
monster
kip up?
movie.
You see that gorilla kip up, Aaron? Oh!
Probably because of his torqueness.
Yeah, he's so torqued.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Electrify his ass back up.
Yeah, we heard. Time for another old trick.
Run real fast. Oh, feel the sweet release of your freedom. Dude, holy shit! Yeah! Holy shit,
cool.
that's amazing.
I love that. Oh,
They hit him first.
dun dun.
Oh, run at each other in the rain,
Dun, dun.
boys.
Oh man, he's so charged.
He's an electric shark man. Fuck. He cheated.
He cheated.
He cheated. He powered up.
Cheat.
I know he can go Super Saiyan.
Long live the king.
Ha!
Holy shit. Whew.
That's fun. I like that.
I know Grodd almost.
Shay, what you did.
I would do it again. For you.
Aww.
My love.
Like the shape of water.
King Shark versus Gorilla Grodd? Are you kidding me?
You missed
I
it.
missed that?
Oh my god. Grodd hate banana.
People can surprise you. Today definitely reminded me that. And like you've been saying, everybody deserves a choice to be whoever they want to be. That includes our enemies. I think we should offer the cure to Cicada.
No.
That's great.
That was a hell of an episode, but first things first, I have to go to Japan real quick. Oh shit. Water. Refuse.
Took you longer than I expected.
Well, I haven't ran in a while. Woo! Okay. Well, busy business taken care of. Left Nabiba. No, sweet prince. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Network television put off Grodd versus King Shark, and it looked amazing.
It was like a kaiju fight, just like Cisco said. I think it's like a monster battle.
It did. It was Cisco, right? Wasn't Cisco the one, like, I can't remember when. It was like a couple seasons ago, and it was like, I'd pay to see that fight.
Like
was that last season, maybe?
No, I don't think so. We didn't have any Grodd or King Shark last season, did we?
Well, we had Grodd and Legends.
Yeah.
King Shark, we had something maybe 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, maybe 2 seasons.
Whoa.
I feel like it's been a while since we've talked about like the idea of a Grodd versus King Shark.
It's been a
like
while,
that,
yeah.
So.
We talked about it in our first episode with Akasan, sorry. Now that I've slapped him, I gotta make sure I'm saying it right. Out of respect. But we talked about it there, made that slap bet, and I had to run and go slap him. But hopefully he's okay. I'll have to check out his reaction. Maybe you guys have to check out his reaction too to see if he caught on camera sometimes a little too fast with my slaps, you know.
Too fast.
Yeah. When I get real torqued.
You're so fast at one time, we didn't even film it.
I know.
Right?
Okay, so the episode, obviously, the highlight was Grodd versus King Shark. And Grodd won. Grodd beat him.
Grodd.
It was only the outside interference of the speedsters, which, by the way, everything was awesome, man. The effects were out of this world.
He ambushed him. He didn't win in a straight fight to fight.
He won.
So, if anything, he ambushed him, and then they ambushed him back.
He won. Come on, man. It was awesome. I loved it. I loved how overpowered they made Grodd, man. 1 second is all it took to put that in that guy's head. You know, I loved it so much.
That was pretty cool.
That was really cool.
It's like it went down for 1 second.
So Grodd, I'm trying to remember because Grodd was in Earth 2, right? And then he was with that, the Ape City, and Salvatore or something like that. The big white ape beat him whenever he brought his army over to Earth 1, and then he went into like the time thing with the Legends, and then they captured him. And I believe he was taken to Argus. Like they dropped him off or something back at Earth 1. Argus, our time. So that's where he's been. Right?
Okay.
And then King Shark's just been in Argus.
I remember him in like Vietnam.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He just,
I remember him falling into the fire, being dead, right?
Yeah.
He was dead.
No. Nope, can't kill our boy. And they put him in a coma at the end of this one here. They asked his permission, you think?
For what?
To put him in an induced coma against his will?
I don't know, Eric. I don't know.
That part of the episode,
I get what they mean. I get what Cisco and Caitlin want, where like this cure is not for people that don't want it, because we talked about that before. And I think even you were like, well, can you just give it to people when they don't want it? And I was like, I don't know. I guess maybe like it depends on like because we talk about like the implications of like, all right, this guy's found guilty. He's a criminal. This like you wouldn't want that criminal to keep his gun in jail.
True. Like we made the allegory that meta enhancement is like the Second Amendment here in America, where you're allowed to keep and bear arms, right?
Yeah. Is it more related to that, or is it like, well, you killed someone, you shot them to death, we're gonna cut off your hands?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know. Like being able to, like, you don't want to, I'm trying to find like what's the metaphor in which I agree with Cisco and Caitlin. Like, if they were just going off and chop people's hands off so you don't steal, don't do that, because you can choose not to steal.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, a gun, you can choose to defend yourself. You can choose to not ever use it in force at all, but that's what it's made for.
The difference of that, though, I guess, would be, too, like, you're not going around chopping everyone's hands off. You're going around and you're selecting whose hands to chop off.
Yeah.
Being like, well, I don't want them to be able to steal because I think they would steal.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he's going around, they don't want him to go around and be like, well, this meta's not going to have their powers.
Yes.
This meta's not, but that meta can.
But if somebody had a knife in their hand and they were going to stab a child and I cut his hand off, I don't need to ask for permission. I need to save the child, right?
Well,
Very safe Cisco.
That was the thing with, like, the Flash Cisco and King Shark moment there, where I related more like, what Cisco had something like that. That's not what a hero does. And I was like, well, a hero, a cop, anyone in the field, they have to make a split-second decision in the field of what to do. His was, Cisco's going to die. How do I stop him? I'll inject him with this, and hopefully it saves Cisco's life.
True.
It wasn't like, I'm going to remove the choice of him making the choice. It was I have to do something to stop him from killing somebody.
I mean, it's situational ethics. It's what does the situation call for, right? I mean, if Cicada's going out killing everybody, do I need to ask Cicada his permission to take away his power? Or do I take away his power so he doesn't kill anybody?
I guess it would be like, if you had somebody who's schizophrenic,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And you want, like, they, as a person, just a person, you're like, hey, we're going to deal with you and try to get you medication.
Like, it's not your fault.
Yeah, you know, and you're trying to work with them and you're talking with them and getting permission. But if on the outside, that person has this schizophrenic episode and they're out with a gun trying to kill people, probably you're going to take them down and save lives.
If it's a choice between put him down or he kills people, even just one person, what's this? You know, it's the freight train dilemma, right? Like, you're in front of a freight train and there's one
fat guy.
Well, no, there's one worker on the tracks.
The fat guy, the fat worker.
Sure, there's a fat worker on the tracks. And then on this side, there's 5 workers on the tracks. And you can pick one or the other. They're both skating really well in shape.
Okay.
So you have to pick one. Do you kill one to save the 5 others, or do you kill the 5 to save the one?
I thought it was one where you can push a fat guy on the train to save all these people's lives.
Like, the idea to that is like there's no real good answer. It's what situation you're in. Do you know the one person? Is one person does he have something special that the other 5 don't have? Like, there's all that kind of thing. So, situational ethics aside, I did not enjoy the hard line Cisco and Caitlin were on.
I don't imagine.
Though I understand, I just didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't imagine Flash meant like, all right, when that cure's ready, you call me, and I'm gonna come down here and inject it into him without any talking of anything.
Yeah, and laugh in his face.
I know what's shark for you, bitch. I don't imagine that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But they made it. I don't know. I felt like I understood what they were saying, what they were wanting, but I felt like, but he was gonna eat you, Cisco.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you should have asked.
Fucking let him eat me. I would have said yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's.
Would you like me to eat you?
I feel like there is a line there that they are not wanting to cross, but I felt like in that immediate instance, it wasn't quite.
This is not the first time superhero shows have gone to this, right? Like, there's always been in a lot of these kind of shows, you do not kill.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happens, you never kill. And there's some situations in which I'm watching and I'm like, you should have killed that guy, Like, that would have been the right choice to make. The moral choice, if you will. And I know people will be like, well, that's not, you can't do that. But, like, we've been in these kind of things and these kind of shows before. This one just felt like it's just such a hard line to go on. And it's such an easy way to defeat Cicada if you can take his power away. But their plan is to go ask him.
Hey, do you want your power taken away?
Do you think?
Here's what you go, and you have a little girl in a coma. You get some kind of thing of like, hey, we're gonna get rid of her powers, and I think it might save Cicada.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great way of
maybe
doing it. But
you have to ask her.
You don't have to ask her. Whoever's the guardian.
Oh.
So as long as you have maybe the doctor or. Cicada doesn't like metas. He doesn't want his daughter to be a meta and be screwed over. Or not his daughter, but his niece or whatever, right? Maybe Cicada will be like, I don't want the cure, but I want you to give it to my niece to make sure she's safe. And then in turn, it saves him.
Yeah.
That could be sweet.
Now, this might be, I don't know, maybe this isn't the right thing to say, but do you think it's hypocritical if they put Grodd in a coma against his will and refuse to administer the thing?
I don't know. I mean, it's...
Because, a coma, like, they're planning on keeping him in that coma forever. Right? So what that is, they're trapping him in his own body that will eventually age and rot away.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. Like, they didn't go back, they didn't discuss it. What would have happened if the other way was like Flash, like, oh no, what do I do? And then Cisco just gets eaten by King Shark, and then Caitlyn's like, why didn't you do something, Flash? Why didn't you give him the cure?
I didn't have permission!
Like, you didn't say yes!
It's just such a weird, it's such a weird hill to die on for me.
I would have preferred Cisco coming and be like, Barry, I appreciate that you saved my life, but you're not planning on just being able to, like, you don't mean that we're just gonna give him the cure right now, right? Without asking him, because that's the idea, is to ask him. Like, I know you did it in the field as like a having to save my life moment. I feel like some kind of conversation more like that might have given us a little bit more. And then with the Grodd thing, it wouldn't be like, well, what are you doing with Grodd?
Yeah.
Why are you not asking him for permission, but you're gotta ask King Shark?
I agree. I'm sure we'll get into that more in the Q&As, because it just jumped out at me as like, why and what and what's happening? But let's maybe get past that for now, because the rest of the episode was awesome.
Yeah.
I just wish we try so hard to stay away from spoilers, and the previously showed Grodd and King Shark, and I'm like, ooh, fuck, they're gonna be here. If I didn't know that Gorilla Grodd was in this, I would have been thinking, oh yeah, they messed up the head thing. Okay, what's going on? Didn't have it. Fuck.
Well, the very first shot too, like, it was them on the ground with Grodd, like that kind of thing. Like, oh man, Grodd's in this episode is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, the King Shark was like, what the hell's going on? Instead is, hey guys, King Shark, remember him? Oh man, King Shark gonna be King Shark episode.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Grodd, remember him? Like, wait, what? What's going on?
I know.
I was like, maybe
I mean,
there's another monster gonna show up or something. I don't know. But yeah, I get you. It's the worst thing about previously.
Well, I mean, because I know a couple of times we've been like, let's skip the previouslys, but that messes up our. Ever since we started full length, we never skipped previouslys because that's part of the episode, and it's so hard to sync up. So that's unfortunate, but I was still pretty excited.
It was a good episode.
It was a great
enjoyed
episode.
I thought it was fun.
I mean, granted, you get to cheat by having it at night and, not very well seen, but the CG was fantastic.
Even still, having when King Shark was there during the day, I thought he still looked really good.
I thought it looked just as good, or if not better, than like Steppenwolf in Justice League. Like there was parts when I watched Steppenwolf where I'm like, that's not doing it for me. And granted, I knew that a lot of Steppenwolf was reshot and they did it really quick whenever Whedon came in. They lost Zack Snyder, but still, I mean, that's a $300 million movie versus this television show that's been off for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, so fucking.
That's probably why they had a 2-week break.
Maybe.
Getting this ready.
Yeah, I mean, the fight scene with Grodd and Killer Shark was. I didn't really think about how much bigger Killer Shark is than Grodd.
Yeah, I know. You didn't really see it until the time that Grodd jumps on him, and then he's up to knees to waist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Grodd's twice as tall as him.
Dude, those pants though. How does it work? I mean,
it alters his genes.
I guess that's the best way of doing it. I was gonna say maybe Argus gave him some Ralph pants or something. It's like, hey, sometimes you get bigger on the
Where was Ralph?
Ralph wasn't it. Sometimes Ralph's not here. It's a hell of a week to miss. But you know what we didn't miss?
Well, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about? That we got King Shark back, that we got Grodd back, that we got Joe back.
It's really hard to pick.
I'm so glad Joe's back.
I mean, my unending love for Grodd. I also really love King Shark. Sorry, I keep wanting to call him Killer. He's not. He's a king. He's a lord. He's a good guy now.
Why do we want to say Killer Shark?
Because Killer Whale, Killer Shark. I don't know. But anyway, it's really hard to pick, and that is my absolute love for Joe West on display because. Those are riding high, and I'm so happy he was there. You know,
they're two great villains that we've had in the series and stuff. I love the Shark episode with Captain Cold and
when
Flash.
They went into Argus and the dorsal fin in the fog.
Yeah, I love that. But seeing Joe finally whenever they were there, I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's Cecile, Iris, and they're looking at Joe. Joe, hey guys, don't forget about Joe. He's not here. And then he comes.
That was so good. And using the idea he's been away to heal.
Now, given he spent a lot of this episode sitting, but it felt much more natural, and I felt like it didn't feel oh man, is something wrong with him? Because he's always sitting. He's in kind of these positions where he's leaning up and not moving a whole lot. But this was him coming. He was moving and acting. I remember Cicada came and he's just tied to a chair, but he's just not moving at all, not fighting. And
I get you.
All right, he just calmed down.
We're really happy that Jesse Martin feels better.
Healed.
He's back.
I'm so glad, hopefully he's doing much better.
Yep.
I'm excited to see him more in the series. Just this episode now, just having him back to help Iris overcome this fear now that she didn't even experience, but she's afraid of, because of the battle she had with Cicada.
And I like that story too. I really liked that one. I also really liked the idea of the doppelgangers and there's something special about this person. Every sunset is unique, you fell in love with the thing that made that person special, and that can be a constant in every universe. That's interesting. I like that, and I think Sherlock was, it's a perfect person to talk to that person with. So, what was her name? Tanya Landon. When I first watched it, I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" Am I supposed to know? But yeah, she would have been the we've seen her before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the last time we saw King Shark, but because I remember King Shark came with Zoom.
Well, she worked at
Nautilus Labs, something like that.
So we saw her before, not related to King Shark, maybe, and now she's here working with King Shark. Ironically, the same guy who was her ex-husband.
Yeah, her husband who passed away in Earth 1 is a doppelganger of King Shark, right? And then King Shark came over to Earth 1 whenever Zoom was bringing over metas, and then Argus has had him since.
King Shark and Grodd are both from Earth 2. Is that what you were saying?
No, Earth 1.
I thought Grodd was from Earth 1.
Grodd is from Earth 1.
Okay.
I'm saying that the Tanya's husband died in Earth 1.
I thought earlier we were talking about King Shark and you were saying about him being from Earth 2.
No, he just went to Earth 2 whenever they send to Earth 2 to the Gorilla City.
Yeah. Okay.
And he was fighting Savitar, the white gorilla.
Yeah, I remember him.
Remember, and then
'cause he
Grodd
did
brought
that,
his
and
army
he took
back
the
over.
army because he beat him, right?
And then they brought the white gorilla over to beat Grodd. And they went back.
And they just kept him. I don't remember what happened to him after Legends. I don't know how he got to Argus, really.
Well, the Legends dropped him off at Argus.
Is that what they said?
I'm pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure they said that we dropped him off back in the present.
I'm trying to remember the last episode that had him in Legends.
It would have been in Africa with attacking Amaya's village, I think, was the last time, right? And that he went flying off and fell into the fire and was out, and that's whenever Bebo fought the demon.
Just before the Mollusk thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when that was all done, they took Grodd back to the present Earth 1.
Okay, so so we just saw him fight. We never saw him do it. It was probably just a mentioning of things. And okay, that's why I'm like, when did he get?
No, we never saw them actually do it. But I mean, it's just like here, right? They took him back to Argus, put him in a coma against his will. Didn't get consent. Love the episode.
See, I guess the thing with that too is like, what is like, where's the line of like, well, we're trying to find a way to imprison him because he's a bad guy, and then where's the line of like, we're taking away this from him? You know what I mean? Like, they didn't take away his powers, but they're trying to find a way to imprison him.
I mean, technically, I guess maybe the cure doesn't work on animals, but he is a dark matter infused animal.
Do they know he's the meta power?
Yeah, I mean, because
he was in a lab, he got hit with the dark matter thing, and then
he was at their lab. Yeah, that's why I loved Caitlin so much, and he thought that Reverse Flash was his father.
So I don't know. And then he was down in the sewers, and he took Joan.
And then every time we see him, he gets smarter and smarter.
Yeah. Dude, I love him with the crown because I'm pretty sure. I think he has it in the cartoons, but in DC Universe Online, I remember playing, and he's a character in there, and he always has like this kind of metally, telepathic crown-looking thing. Yeah. So I love that he's like trying to get his crown. You know, it's awesome.
Yeah, our figure back here kind of has like a.
Well, he just had a crown.
He just has like a helmet on.
Well, he had a. Didn't he have some kind of crown from being like the King Gorilla there with all the army and stuff? So I think it was kind of like reflecting there, like his little crown he has and stuff, and then here it's like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. And now I don't know. I don't think they'd ever do it. I would love to have like a Gorilla Grodd season. Like he's the villain. Like he is the villain.
Well, that's what I was kind of hoping with, the Legion of Doom 2.0 and Legends, and we got him a little bit. Remember when he attacked Obama?
Yeah.
Aaron, Grodd is attacking Obama.
But no, I just think it would be. I mean, it's different enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you could find different ways to have to combat him as he keeps getting stronger and stronger. Like, obviously, he becomes a big threat. It was weird that Nora's like, but we're speedsters. Aren't we immune to that? Well, like, the Flash Museum got so much wrong.
Whenever they said that, like, isn't that like a comic thing? Like, I think in the comics, the Flash can think so fast that Grodd can't mind control him. He can outrun him in his brain.
But in the series, he can't.
At least not yet.
It's like, no, he can't. Man, the Flash Museum got so much wrong. Maybe it's a thing that happens in the future.
If he was a seasoned villain, and then the Flash learned to think so fast that Grodd can control him, but he can control anybody else, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's got to be. I guess that would make sense in the comics too, because why is Grodd the Flash's villain? Like, he can control everyone else, but the Flash has this one advantage over him.
Yeah.
That's what makes them such great arch rivals versus him just controlling anybody.
True. I like the, whenever he did take over Cisco, and then Cisco was like, like there are no strings on me thing. Mm-hmm. I like that little thing.
Thought of Ultron?
I always think about Ultron when I hear that now.
Not Pinocchio?
There are no strings on me.
Pinocchio, Eric.
I don't think about it anymore.
Look at my fingers.
What happened?
Turmeric.
Oh, okay.
I made pork chops, and I had turmeric and stuff that I used, and I was putting them on, and then whenever I was done, like this morning, I was looking at something like, dang.
I think my brain had a little fart because I was like, what happened? And you're like, in my head, I heard tumor. I was like, what? This is when you choose to tell me?
I want to get your reaction, Eric.
What do you think do you think there's anything going on with this idea of, they keep bringing up doppelgangers and how you relate to them compared to other faces? Like, Wells specifically had a face doesn't matter that much as a line. I'm trying to think in my head, okay, where does that kind of thought process eventually lead us to something with Reverse Flash?
Like, so what was the reason of having Wells talking with Tanya through this whole thing?
And
where it wasn't like, I'm trying to hook up with her.
No. It feels like it's almost a roadmap, And that's a point. And here is Reverse Flash gets out and something happens or something like that. I just wonder, like...
So related to Reverse Flash having Harrison Wells' face and, and there's something
and Sherlock
there, like,
and I don't know.
Or could it be related to something else?
So I'm
like
just
doppelganger
thinking about that.
Or... What else? Cicada doppelganger? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
They have to kill the little girl, but then they go get Earth 2 niece to bring over for Cicada.
They need permission. I liked Get My Oliver Queen on whenever he's trying to brood. That was funny. And then I was thinking about this. What sound do sharks make? When gorillas growl and roar.
Yeah.
But does a shark make a sound when it's like above water and it's like... What sound does it make? Because this one growls. But obviously it's not a real shark.
Well, the animal and human of him, I guess,
need to
right?
know.
I don't know that sharks make a noise. Like, a fish doesn't make a noise. Dolphins do, but they breathe air.
Yeah.
Like, since they don't breathe air, like, the air is what makes us make sound, right? Because we're expelling oxygen, air, whatever, like, that we're breathing. You don't have that for, like, a fish with gills, right?
Sharks have no organs for producing sounds. Okay.
So all the sound it has is from its human counterpart of it.
Okay.
So that's why it's more
It'd be
like,
funny if, like, I look up the and sharks are like, let's not use that. Okay, that's all I got. Great episode. Also, a little confusing with the consent stuff, but all of that aside, Joe, Grodd, King Shark. King Shark is like a redemption arc thing. Mm-hmm. Redemption Shark.
We're going to go to Q&As at Blind Wave Prod, #Flash Q&A.
Yeah.
Krite Spranberry put one 12 hours earlier and then put this part. Come on, load. Oh, alright, it's not loading. It's been 12 hours earlier.
I forgot they even had the hours earlier thing in this.
That was in a Flash episode.
Yeah, it was. I forgot about that.
Could you imagine? Okay, number one, no previously on Flash. Number two, no Grodd Shark, go!
Yeah.
Okay, now previously.
Yeah.
What if they just started with, like, from the get-go, guys, we got the Metacure. Oh, Metacure, okay, cool. We need to find someone to do it. Well, there is King Shark. Ooh, King Shark, sweet.
Yeah.
And then they do the telepathic thing, and instead of, like, do you think that could be Grodd? Instead, it's like, it's Grodd, you know? Like, it's just... You could have had a lead to it and then experience the day like them.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, oh, it's Grodd. Grodd's coming. Oh, baby, get hyped.
Fucking previouslys, man. I wonder, like, if people know. Like, if they... I mean, they usually do the... we don't watch the trailers for next week or anything like that. Yeah. I imagine that.
Yeah,
like,
they know.
How much money they spend.
Everyone knew.
Yeah.
Actually, there was... Man, what was it? Weeks ago. I think it was weeks ago when I was trying to figure out like when shows were coming out and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember someone in Blind Wave chat being like, "Oh man, title for the next episode," but they didn't post it.
Oh, okay.
And I remember being like, "All right, well, okay." But like, it's so hard to find information. I was talking to Blind Wave, guys, does anyone use a thing that lets you know when CW is coming out? And then someone in there was talking. They didn't say what the title was, but they said, "Man, the title for the next episode looks great." And I'm like, okay. So apparently there's had to have been information out there in some fashion.
Okay.
John Carter says, Eric, do you have the will of Grodd on your side?
It's fully torqued.
Speed King says, what did you think of King Shark versus Grodd? And also, do you think Barry was wrong to force King Shark to take the cure at the beginning?
No, I did not think Barry was wrong. I'm fully on the side of like, hey, when people misuse this, you know, you got to take it away. The whole thing about like, you know, what was his name? Shay? Like, would Shay want this? It's like, I don't know. He probably doesn't want to be a big giant shark. I imagine he wouldn't want that. Would you want to be
a big giant
King Shark?
If I could
you can't control
my mind, like it's me as a shark, it might not be as bad if I'm doing it to save humanity.
Okay.
Like I might sacrifice it if I'm like, I'm gonna save this whole city and be a hero right now.
Yeah.
But if it's just my choice, like, hey, you want to be a shark? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, I like in the moment here, he's like, I can save you, because Grodd's going to take over the city. He's going to control your mind, my mind anyway, you know? Like, I'm going to be controlled by a gorilla, I'm going to turn into a giant shark and fight him.
Sure.
Like,
and I mean, I do understand, too, that because Barry did that, and then they had to use him to attack Grodd later. Like, because of that, ultimately he was robbed of the choice to ever be human. You know, he just had to. Not robbed. He chose to become King Shark again. But I just feel like this opens up like a realm of possibility in terms of did you ask for consent that limits your storytelling, and I just think it puts morality into these weird fucking shapes that's not what real morality is. Personally, I think it's cookie cutter morality.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, you also have the idea of like I said before, heroes, make split decisions in the field. Yeah. Was it right? Was it wrong? Like at the time, that's what they felt was the best decision to do. You know, like maybe it wasn't the moral decision if you're looking at it from these bubbles, but it was the best option at the time, so it's...
I mean, it's also this unrealistic depiction of what is good and what is evil. Oftentimes, there's no real hard line between the two, and it's just decisions, it's choices, not necessarily...
It's two terrible things, and you're trying to pick what is the better of the two.
Yeah, and all of that stuff in your head will make you hesitate, and you die in the field whenever you're doing this kind of stuff.
Do I let Cisco get eaten, now he's dead, or do I put this into him and... I take away his powers, Like,
it reminds me, there's a video, a reporter or some kind of like anti-police advocate that was talking about like, police shouldn't be doing this, this, and this, and this. And there was one cop that was like, I understand where you're coming from. I want you to come with me, and I'm going to show you like, some of the stuff that I do every day. And they went out and they were doing stuff. And then they had a exercise where the reporter was given a fake gun, and stuff like that, and put in such a situation. And they surprised him with another guy bringing up a gun and stuff like that. And this guy had to make a split decision and did nothing. And he hesitated and he failed the exercise, because talking about this stuff for hours on end is good. But when you have 1 second to make a decision, you have to be able to make a decision. You can't be pulled back by what all of your options and choices are,
Like Grodd.
Yeah, like Grodd. Grodd had 1 second.
He did the right thing. He made a decision.
He doesn't hesitate. Gotta escape. Be like Grodd. That's what I'm saying.
Sun Eater says, I bet Tanya loved him because sharks have 2 dicks. And he's a big dude. Do sharks have 2 dicks? Is that a thing? Do sharks have dicks?
We're going to go to YouTube on this one. No. Google, sorry.
I can't imagine.
I hope this doesn't put me on some kind of list, but I'm going to Google, do sharks...
I don't think that's why Tanya loved him. But I read this because I'm curious if sharks have 2 dicks. I don't know if that's a thing.
The clasper, just like the penis, is another of evolution's unique methods for this delivery. Male sharks have 2 claspers because sharks have 2 pelvic fins.
Huh. Interesting.
So he doesn't have a penis, he has a clasper.
So what would be a penis for us, I guess?
Yeah.
He has 2 of them.
So, like, rather than, like, the penis being in the middle, that's why you have one, like a nose. It's more like an ear. You got 2 of them.
Interesting.
Because of the asymmetrical rule of nature.
Yeah. Well, the thing with fish, too, like, I don't know how that happens, how it grows.
Yeah.
With a king shark.
Sure.
But, like, they just lay an egg and they just, like, swim over.
Do his ever-expanding pants have 2 zippers?
No. That seems ridiculous.
This is stupid.
Allison says... With this being hyped for so long, did you feel the battle was as great as it could have been? Or could it have been better?
Was it hyped for so long? That's why, oh my God, that's why you don't look at that shit, so that any amount of hype rises. I was elated the entire time.
They could be referring to, like if Cisco 2 seasons ago said, King Shark and Grodd, that'd be great. And like perfect. That's building hype for like 2 seasons idea, Maybe not that like, man, since the beginning of this season, they've been saying it's coming.
No, man, I'm so glad we had that conversation episode 1 where we're like, what do you see happening this season? I'm like, King Shark versus Grodd. Akasan said no. How's his face feeling now? I don't know. He's all the way in Japan. I don't feel like running there.
What?
Again.
No. Ash Whale says, when Nora said speedsters are immune to telepaths and Barry said no, do you think Barry will eventually develop the ability to think so fast telepaths can't read his mind? He did this in the New 52 and fought Grodd without this problem multiple times.
Yeah, I was collecting New 52 for a long while from whenever they...
they have a comics spot here, and he's like, fine, if you want to get all... Whoa. And then there's like stuff happening, like he sees people or something, and he's like, this is weird. My brain is processing information all around me at the same time. I'm thinking faster. And then Barry, did you hear a single word I said? Sorry, Patty, I have to go. It's urgent. Gotta go meet Iris. Iris. Oh, and by the way, heads up. And then there's like something hits her in the head.
Patty, huh?
Yeah, and Patty was there.
Miss Patty.
But yeah, so, I mean, I guess, there's a thing in the comics we mentioned about that. Maybe
I
it'd
think
be
I
a
saw
thing
some
in the
that.
future. It would be really cool if they did a next season or season after. Grodd's the main villain, and he has to
That would be cool.
develop this power to be able to beat him.
That would be really cool. I think I saw a video one time of like, craziest things Flash has done in the comics, and that was one of them as well.
Honestly, if they developed the idea of like, kind of like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I could easily see Grodd being like a good, maybe not a good 23 episode story, but like a good 6
like a pod,
8 episodes maybe, like a nice arc. That could be cool. Like
The
Grodd's
final-
there, and he's doing stuff, he's taking control of things, you're trying to figure out how to solve it.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking control of people's minds, and you have the first 2 pods, of like 6 or 8 episodes being like one thing, and then Grodd's the last one. He's been controlling them the entire time.
That'd be sweet, yeah.
That'd be cool.
That's what ties it all. Like, how are these all tied together?
Yeah.
Grodd's been controlling it all.
And then Ghost Rider comes out, fight.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
Not in the Flash. Krite says, long live the King Baby. Sorry, Eric, but I was rooting for King Shark. Oh, he's saying, long live the King Baby. That's how he's saying it.
The King's baby. Long live this little baby.
Yeah. Well, is it long live the King Baby? And then there's a comma, and I was like,
getcha.
oh, so long live the King Baby.
We got it.
Eric, sorry, I was rooting for King Shark. What did you guys think of the fight? I thought overall the fight was good. Some shots looked obvious CGI.
Well, it's not going to look real because it's a gorilla fighting a big shark. But I'm with you. I was like, oh, yeah, go King Shark. But then I was like, no, Grodd's my boy, I don't know who to pick. Which made it, that's why it was so fun. But Grodd won the fight. If it were not for the outside interference, King Shark would have lost permanently. And he would have died hanging up there. He hung him like you catch a big fish and you hang it up. Take a picture with it. He should take a selfie with it. Grog. They're good.
Charizard Master says this fight was awesome.
It was.
A lot of people were just asking if we enjoyed it. So I'm gonna, as an overall thing of thoughts on the fight, I think we both enjoyed it. We thought it looked really good. Obviously there was some CGI there because there was CGI there.
I don't know.
But
the jury's still out on that. We don't know if it's
I
CGI.
thought it looked really good.
Yeah.
Edwin B says, I hope you guys were not spoiled about this one. Also, how would Cicada kill King Shark or Gorilla Grodd?
He wouldn't. They wouldn't be asking these stupid questions and making these stupid mistakes, let him go. It would just be... Because Grodd could control him, right? They should ask Grodd, hey, can you help us out and then we'll take you out of your coma? No. Back in the coma.
But only if he asks the people that he's controlling to be able to control them?
No.
Andrew says, is Eric still breathing? Does Eric need new pants? Was this his favorite Flash episode of all time? I'm betting yes.
My pants will expand... I said it wrong. My pants can expand as much as I need them to, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Regardless of how twerked I am.
Twerked?
Twerked. Not twerked. I didn't twerk. Nope, don't even make up. I hate the chair sound it made.
Alright, long live the king. It's official, King Shark better than Grodd.
No, it's not. Grodd won! What's better, bananas or tuna? And not with mayonnaise.
What do you mean?
What's better, bananas or tuna?
Tuna.
No, bananas are better.
What?
Tuna's dry. You need some mayonnaise
dry?
in there.
It's so wet in the can.
Yeah. It's too dry.
Put it on a cracker.
Well, yeah, you add shit to it.
What? Put the banana on a pizza.
Or peanut butter.
What?
Yeah.
You can't add stuff to it, you said.
Well, if you can add stuff to it. Bananas are great.
Comic Book Master says, hey guys, I love your videos. I just gotta say this was one of the best episodes of the season. My question
was.
What do you guys think of the Grodd vs. King Shark fight? Also, it's time for Akasan to feel the slap.
The slap. Yes, well, hopefully Akasan saw my message and recorded himself getting slapped so that we can make this gag work. If not, maybe I went into the future and it happened next week. I guess that could work.
You got confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
Colt says, there's a bunch of spoilers on what is coming in this season.
Okay.
Yes, I know them. So with that said, what are you most looking forward to or want to see as far as current villain, new villains, final conclusion to storylines, etc.?
Well, thank you for not putting any of that in the Q&A question you sent. Me and Aaron...
Oh, and then put hashtag Shape of Water too.
Oh, Shape of Water. Me and Aaron go through a lot. I stay away from shit, especially like when an episode is aired. I don't even go on like anything. You know, like when tonight I might go on Reddit, or Facebook or something and see what other people were saying, especially the reaction videos. I'm gonna go check out Akason's. I like watching Chainsaw, and I like watching the people that are still doing the DC shows.
Sometimes it's hard to stay away from
but I have to
as
really,
much as you can.
Yeah.
We usually do pretty well. Every once in a while things slip in and stuff like that too, but I appreciate, for sure. Like, I would hate if I went into these Q&As and all it is like, hey guys, it's coming next.
Yeah, and I understand the people that really want the spoilers and they think that enhances their stuff. Like, I was like that around the time of the Star Wars prequels, and I mean, I enjoyed them so much. I can't say that it ruined me, and the fact that they're prequels, I know where the story is going, but there's something that when we started Blind Wave and we just really stayed away from spoilers as much as we could, that enhances things so much, especially in these CW shows. I hear a lot of people kind of poo-poo the CW shows a lot, but when I go and check out the reactions or the reviews, a lot of their disappointment is, oh, well, we heard this was coming, and when it finally came, it didn't live up to my extremely high expectation that I thought about over the last couple months since I heard about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if you didn't know about it at all, you would actually be letting the storytellers tell the story and not a marketing department.
Yeah.
This is my thing.
A similar conversation I had with my brother-in-law. He said that there was some study done by a college saying that, like, they did a study with people, and they found that people that knew spoilers, it did not affect their enjoyment of a show or a movie or whatever. And I'm like, I don't feel like that could necessarily be true. I mean, sure.
The problem with that study, I know what you're talking about. The problem with that study is you have to rely on people saying, yeah, it didn't affect my enjoyment. They wouldn't know how they would enjoy it if they didn't know spoilers. So they don't want to say, yes, I regret it. They say, nah, I had a good experience.
Yeah.
Because most people don't want to admit they felt bad about something.
Well, I can't imagine that, like,
it's good results.
I went and saw, Marvel Avengers.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching the movie.
You did.
But I feel like certain moments would have hit me differently.
I have no idea what moment you're talking about.
Had I not seen the trailer with certain moments being
Yes.
like, hey, I know this part's going to come,
Yes.
Now, sometimes they trick me, and they have stuff in the trailers that I'm waiting to come that never comes. And I'm like, oh, man.
I get you.
All right. But even still, like, especially on a TV show where you have 1 hour, and they show you a clip each time of what's coming next.
Yeah, here's 30 seconds
minute.
from the next 1 hour.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I mean, sometimes movies have it worse. That's why, like, I like to watch 1, 2 trailers. I don't need to watch 10 trailers of a 2-hour movie, But I definitely feel like there's room to, like, if you haven't seen it, there's definitely a little bit more, like, not anticipating, well, is this coming and this coming and this coming.
I mean, again, everybody can make their own choice in terms of if they want to see spoilers or not. However, I would throw up our reaction videos versus somebody who knows what's coming up, and you'd say which one had a better time.
Yeah, I guess.
Motherfucker.
It's hard to measure better time, but yeah, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Dr. Winchester says, hey, Aaron, if Melanie died and you met an alternate version of your wife, would you still consider her your wife? Probably not, but I would imagine that there would be something there automatically because of seeing that.
Yeah.
But, maybe she looks like Melanie, but does she act just like her or anything? I don't know. It depends. I think a lot of these things here, like you have, Sherlock and Harry and HR are all the same person in their worlds, but they're not the same person. They're very different. So I don't know that because she looks like Melanie, I would be like, oh, well, there's my wife. But if she acted just like her, I'd probably be like, well, that's my wife. You know what I mean? Like,
the advantage that these guys had here is that they were together in each universe. But that would be extremely unlikely that the Melanie in another universe is actually married to you, I'm not extremely unlikely. I mean, it would be more likely than married to someone else, but, what if you went to Earth 2 and you're married to Scarlett Johansson then you die and Scarlett Johansson's like, Aaron, I want you, and then your Melanie died and you go there and you're like, I want to get a new Melanie. Then you see Scarlett Johansson and, like, you get to make a decision. What are you going to do? Choose wisely. Melanie might be watching this.
what color's her hair?
They're both deep, dark shade of red.
Damn it. I will date for a little while and figure it out.
You're going to be fully torqued, I'll tell you that.
Jacob says, is Lila a bitch for bringing up that daughter stuff? Answer, yes.
No! That's a significant thing that the Flash has done to her life.
I don't think that it's like a, oh, geez, okay, she's still not over that.
Yeah.
Like, wait, so you mean in my normal timeline, I had a son or a daughter, and then you took it upon yourself to go back in time and fuck with shit.
Yeah.
And now I have a son, and I don't even remember it. But I know that you messed with it.
Yes.
You know, like, just, she didn't say, like, fuck you, Barry, but
no, because she
like,
loves her daughter. Her experience is with her daughter. She doesn't have a son, you know? Think about all the children.
The other way around, you mean.
True, but I'm just saying, like, think about all the children you and Melanie might have had that you didn't have because you didn't get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's thousands of little Elliots that will never exist. But you don't mourn them.
Good question. Curiosity Kitty says, what would you go for? Swedish fish candy or of choice? Swedish fish / candy of choice or a drink of choice?
Drink of choice.
Can you have both?
Well, no. That's the question. You can't have both Scarlett Johansson and Melanie.
Just date for a while and figure it out.
Want to have a little arrangement, you know? You ever see Vikings?
See? Didn't work for him, though. Giovanni says, now that Eric has won the bet, how is it going to go down? Is Eric going to Akason's house or vice versa? Regardless on how it happens, Eric, there is one person you still haven't slapped since the season 2 finale.
That's true.
Wait. That's what I was referencing earlier. Some things are just so fast that you didn't even feel it.
Running away. Akason can't run fast enough.
Robert Jameson says, hey, Cicada, can we use the Medicure on you? No. Damn it. Guys, we need a new plan. I don't get why you'd need consent to remove someone's powers from them if they were using them to cause a great amount of harm.
Yeah.
The needs of the many, you know?
I think that a good metaphor are firearms. As an American, it is your right to own a firearm. Granted, sometimes you have to background check, sometimes you have to have a license or training, but it is your right to own and operate a firearm until you've done something that makes it that you're a felon. You've committed a felony. You've gone to jail. You now have suspended that right and you're no longer able to own one. I think it's very similar to that.
Yeah.
I did not understand the difference.
That's
I mean, unless giving someone the cure kills them, I could see a problem there. But all it does is just remove that privilege. It's a privilege, honestly. Except for, like, some people, I guess. King Shark might not think it was a privilege. But, I don't know. I see it as more of a privilege or a right versus something that makes you who you are.
Especially when you have someone who's out there just actively, like, killing people, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Snake Eye guy. Well, he's going to be like, my snake! No! You violated me. My trust.
I said in Supergirl that he needs to get together with Menagerie.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
That'd be good.
Robert Reyes says, would Eric have handled this episode if it was King Shark versus Grodd versus Giant Bebo?
Fuck. He color King Shark blue. You'd be good and you'd get close there.
Dude, he got a picture of you while you were watching this episode.
I'm turning up the torque in that picture.
What is up with you? What are you even watching?
I don't know. Cause I just... It's become this thing where if I really like something, you really hate it. So we got Grodd and Bebo, and now Torque.
What's the Torque thing? What is it?
It was fully torqued,
When
man.
have you ever said that? At least you got rid of the 100 thing.
I haven't got rid of that, and I haven't brought it up yet. I'll bring it up when it's appropriate.
Robert Reyes asked, do you think Grodd could ever become a whole season villain?
Oh, man.
Like the occasional appearance.
I agree. 100%.
I would love it. Like I said, I think maybe either one as a pod or two as a way of bringing together what has been occurring this whole season. And he has been the ultimate villain that they haven't been able to get to. So
yes.
It kind of works where, like, he's hidden and they're trying to find him, but he keeps on sending, like, you could send anybody, you know? Anyone could be the villain in an episode, and it's still Grodd being the villain in that episode.
Yeah, I love it. I want it. It shall happen.
Magnus says they did it. They really frickin' did it. Hopefully you guys didn't see this coming because it was hard to avoid. Case in point. And then they had this.
Holy shit, look at that poster. All rage, no cage. That's great. It's a great tagline.
I mean, look how big.
Yeah.
Look how big he is.
I'm glad I didn't see that, but I'm glad I'm seeing it now. Fuck, it's like it was made just for me. That's so good. Fuck. I know I can get really shitty sometimes with the cicada keep getting away and this consent thing, but Flash delivered this week, man. And Joe. Fuck, I love Joe.
Imperial Rebel says, two things. If King Shark were human-sized, do you think that Tanya could try to have a shape of water type thing? Which Robert Jameson had also said. Also at the end there, were they trying to do a shape of water type thing? But The question that Imperial Rebel says is, if it were possible, do you think Tanya would request a way to become Shark Woman, to be with King Shark, maybe after retiring from her profession? Or is that too fanfic-like?
I don't know. It depends how the Clasper can interact with her. I don't know. I don't know what Clasper is.
It's probably just what she just shoots out the stuff.
Like a dick with a hand on the end of it. Ah!
No. What? What?
I don't know.
Because a fish, like, they just swim over the eggs and just, like, shoot out, and it just falls on it, right?
Some.
Like, maybe sharks do the same thing.
Maybe.
I don't watch Shark Week, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Do they cover that in Shark Week?
Like the shark sex segment?
Yeah.
On Thursdays at 8?
So, yes.
I don't know. I don't have Discovery Channel.
Tama Boy says, God, I love this episode. The writing to explain Joe being gone was good.
It was good.
Even ties into the real reason. Joe is finally back, and I missed his pep talks. To celebrate him being back, what is your favorite Joe moment across all seasons?
When he killed Samuroid. That was pretty great.
He came back in and just...
Yeah.
I love when he sings.
Samuroid. Yeah, when he sings.
Because he's such a good singer. So I love that, too. I don't know. There's got to be something else, too.
I will miss you for the color of your coat.
Ryu asked, do you think we'll ever get a round 2 in a future season?
Round 2?
If not, who would you like to see being fought next? They said they'd love King Shark versus Killer Croc. That's why we probably keep saying Killer Shark, because of Killer Croc.
Killer Croc? Maybe. I would like to see King Shark in like a Suicide Squad kind of thing. Because he's in the Suicide Squad in the comics. Or he was. But he was like the Hammerhead.
Hammerhead one?
Yeah.
I don't know who else I'd want in there. Killer Croc would be cool because he'd be bigger and tougher and stuff. Atom Smasher.
That'd be cool.
Like, you get real big fighting King Shark. That could be kind of cool.
Or just the Atom. Get big and fight him would be cool.
Half Grodd, half Shark.
Yeah,
Says, Aka Slap. Y'all gotta do a
Aka
skit
Slap.
recreating Grodd versus King Shark fight. That'd be cool. Would you have taken the cure to save the city if it meant being half Shark forever?
Probably. I mean, if I loved that girl and this was what I was going to do to be able to save her and her friends and her family and her city, yeah, probably.
I said, Barry, hey Cisco, can I save your life by stopping a massive shark from eating you? Cisco, hold on. I need this consent form.
It's PC principal from South Park. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing here because obviously using the word consent and stuff like that, it obviously makes people think about the whole, Me Too stuff and social justice and stuff like that. It's not really what they're going for here. It's just using the same language and hard line, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's. I feel like it's like most things. It's like when it has to be used, you have it to use it for like very, what's the word? Severe situations. You know what I mean? But then otherwise, when it's just like this guy catches on fire and doesn't want to just randomly catch on fire. Hey, will you get rid of this? Yeah, sure, we'll do that. But if that guy's controlling his fire and burning places down.
What if he's controlling his fire, burning places down, and he's drunk, and he can't give his consent?
No, I was saying you should give it to him because he's burning places down.
I know.
Damn it. Dip says, the damn hours earlier would have been great reveal for Grodd if it wasn't because I had no idea they were doing this fight this season.
Yeah.
I love the fight. Didn't like Cisco and Caitlin versus the Barry stuff. And I love Joe.
Yeah, Joe. Go, Joe.
A lot of people saying they love the Joe stuff.
Yep.
So glad he's back.
He has like a way of teaching, Iris. We've missed that so much, like being the mentor, because you kind of feel like the other characters kind of grown beyond Joe's help. So when he can do something like this, it's so fucking awesome. Thank you, Wally, for bringing him to the East.
Chicken Noodle Soup says, Eric, if Jancy had an animal DNA take over her body and became some type of animal-human meta, would you still love her?
Yeah.
Same thing with you, Aaron, but with Melanie, of course.
Depends on what the animal is, I guess. If it's like a cockroach, then fuck hell yeah.
What if it was like a jellyfish?
Does she have a clasper? No. I don't know.
I said no, so.
No.
They asked me, I looked up and said no.
Yeah, like, and it's become a furry, I guess.
Huh?
My babe really into furries now.
Would you?
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know, she's like a porcupine.
Just don't poke me. I poke her.
What?
I don't know. I was trying to find the innuendo there.
Alright, I think that might be all.
Okay.
Which is awesome. So, thank you guys so much for entering in.
Yes, thank you. All right.
Also, before
yes.
have you seen now, if you type in Blind Wave on Twitter, all the gifs of us on Twitter?
Holy shit, that's a lot of gifts.
These are all of us.
Who's made all these?
I don't
Are these
know.
from our Discord?
It's probably not that Michael. I have no idea. No, I don't know. These are just all on Twitter now. Like, remember back whenever like that one random like sports thing had yours like face going like this? That was like the only one of Blind Wave on Twitter. And now there's all of these.
Like, was that guy a fan, or did he just type in like confused look or something?
I think it was just random. Yeah, I think it just happened to happen.
Man, I regret a lot of my decisions.
Like, look at that. Look at Calvin.
Yeah.
Look at you there.
That's the airport putting my belt on.
Yeah, like, look at me. I'm dancing.
All right, guys. Well, in your daily Twitter lives, you can now just type in Blind Wave or find a Blind Wave GIF.
God, look, I'm there with that. God damn it.
I wish you could look it up to see how it's been used. That's so funny. Okay. All right, we need a poll for this episode, Aaron.
Guys, poll for this week's Flash. We want to know, what were you most excited to have in this episode? We had King Shark. We had Gorilla Grodd. And we had Joe back. Which is so good. I'm so excited to see Joe. What was I most excited for?
I don't know the lyrics.
Dang, I don't know what I was most excited for. What were you most excited for? Grodd?
Grodd.
I figured.
When he was up on that tower, you know, up there, he's about ready to do his mind thing shit, and he's like, I love that so much.
I love him, and I love the fight. I'm gonna say Joe because now he's back, and he's back for the season.
He's back.
And he's back to being Joe.
Go, Joe!
I was so worried about him at the very beginning of the season when I didn't know what was going on, what was wrong. I'm like, man, why is he sinning so much? I hope he's not like, he's dying. I'm like, no, not Joe.
I get you.
So, no, I'm glad to have him back. So, there's my answer, his answer. Go over to Patreon. We can see your answer. Leave a comment, and we will talk about it.
I need to know their answer.
Next week.
Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of The Flash with us. You want to see more reactions to The Flash? You can if you subscribe. Also, you can go back and watch every reaction to The Flash last couple seasons. And make sure you guys are checking out other episodes of other things we do, like Arrow, Supergirl, and eventually Legends of Tomorrow. I forgot that.
Legends of Tomorrow.